Gotta keep
Look
the
like a
time
cutie party
too.
where you're not her.
Yeah, yeah.
You're sitting to the Jackman's table. That's very funny.
Oh my gosh, what's going on, OGs? What's going on? Um, I've got a little story for you lot today. I know normally it's me and the guys, or me
Okay.
and my boy Marcus normally.
Mhm.
But I want to get into more of a woman's perspective,
Okay.
because I know we talked the other day when you saw me, when I saw you in the store, and I was like, I started the channel mainly for like men's mental health,
Okay.
because a lot of guys, they don't like to open up and talk, and they think it's something that, it's non-existent,
Mhm.
where it's just like, as long as physical health is cool, it's like, whatever. But
Due to stigma,
yes,
is
exactly.
is the big main factor when it comes to this.
hmm So I said, well, I'm not gonna leave out women, of course. So I said, well, it shows for anybody, anyone who wants to come on, tell the story, and talk about whatever you talk about, that's cool. So yeah,
Okay.
you wanted to tell me a story.
Um, where do I start?
Hmm. I know that. I was thinking that.
That is very good because honestly, I did. It's a lot going on around here,
Uh-huh.
right?
Uh-huh.
Um, it's wonderful that you're doing this on mental health.
Thank you.
So it appears that this COVID, it done some bad things, but it did do some good things as
It
well.
did.
It opened up our eyes, right?
Mm.
And those, I feel like COVID was something that it was a message,
Mm-hmm.
and it was for you to get it,
Yeah.
right? Um, so, and one of these things is mental health,
Mm-hmm.
where we're at now, um, with men, women, um, and they are now it's affecting our children,
Yeah.
right?
It is.
Affecting our children really, really, really bad.
Hmm.
And then we have men. We have a lot of the mental health in these young men and homeless on the streets. For me, I see a story,
Mm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Because nobody gets up and says I'm crazy. You know
No.
what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Nobody gets up and says, I'm gonna go hit some hard drugs or some
Yeah.
dope or something, and I'm just gonna lay out like nobody
Nobody.
nobody wakes up and says this
Nobody.
is how I'm gonna live my life. So for me, I know that it came from somewhere.
Mm.
Um
Mm.
so and that's men, right? And then
Mm.
of course the stigma of the men, you're weak.
Yeah.
Um so no man wants to feel being a boy mom.
No.
That's the worst thing you could do is call a man as weak,
Mm-hmm.
right? That's definitely a trigger and it messes with their mental, their growth, how they feel.
Yeah.
Um, and I feel like all of that behavior and all of those stigmas is what's causing the breakdown of the family. Because
Yeah.
of course the man's supposed to be the head of the household,
Mm-hmm.
right? And if you're this is something that I continue to say is that we right now we have a I don't know if I want to call it I'm gonna say a generation.
Okay.
Because at the age that I am now,
Mm.
my generation of grandparents, and when you become grandparents, you now become a part of the elders,
Okay.
right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So that's my analysis of that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so we have unhealed children that have become unhealed adults
Mm-hmm.
that are now unhealed parents,
Mm-hmm.
right? And we're passing this sickness.
Yeah, it's exactly what it
This
is.
sickness, we keep we are passing it on
Mm.
generation after generation, and here we are.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's why we're right now. I question this. I'm like, Why are we fighting our grandparents' fight for equality
Mm.
and different things and different stresses
Mm-hmm.
that are totally that's causing, you know what I mean, that's totally
Yeah.
unnecessary here in 2026. Um, from a mother's perspective,
Mm-hmm.
because we can go on and on and on about you know what I mean, what's causing these things.
Right.
But from a woman's perspective, I'm one of three, and I'm the first of three,
Mm.
and a daughter,
Okay.
and then I have a brother.
Mm-hmm.
Um, what I feel that a lot of these men. So when I say unbroken, I mean sorry, unhealed.
Mm.
So now these men are unhealed. Like what can you show your child? To me personally, I feel like some of the removal of some of these men from these households
Mm-hmm.
is can be that blasted,
Okay.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And not intentionally. And if it's coming from a generational thing, you know what I mean, or
Mm.
unprocessed issues, um, I think that's where we can come with understanding,
Okay.
right? Because I feel like we can sit here and just be mad at the way how things are turning out and
Mm.
how things are going, or men and women, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if we have to recognize, we have to, I feel like we have to acknowledge our part.
Yeah, I agree, and especially that part you said, if somebody was removing some people from the family or the household,
Mm,
because a lot of people, in my opinion, would hear that and take it as like, oh, I'm his father, I'm their father, I'm a man, all of these things like that. But I'm like, no, at the same time, like you said, you have to recognize what it takes to heal.
yeah.
If you're gonna continue to have this mindset, I'm not
Mm,
saying that it was just handed to you, because I believe it would be through generational genetics, and then it's also your circumstances, what you're
mm-hmm,
around or what you're not around,
mm-hmm.
and it shapes all of that, your choices, your decisions, and things like that, your environment. So I feel like it's also recognizing that, okay, in this particular situation,
Mm-hmm.
this is too toxic. You gotta go heal, or you need to go, like, yeah, because it's a young lady that I was talking to just recently about
Okay.
things, or how, certain things, how she's doing, all this stuff, and your father's not really doing anything or whatever, uh yada yada yada. I don't want to go into too much detail on
Mm-hmm,
that one, but like, she came to me just, the other day, and it was just, she just had to vent,
right.
and was just telling me, she broke down, cried. It was just like I had to console her. So it's just so, it just really makes me feel like, what are we doing as man out here? You know what I mean? Like, what is happening? It's like she's wanting all these things from him, but it's things that are like simple things.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like, oh, I want $1 million, I want this house, I want this car.
Attainable things, right?
Yeah, obtainable
Mm-hmm,
things. And it's just like, you're never home. You just want to go out and drink and carry on and just do whatever. And it's like, you don't help, raise the kid, whatever. And it's just like, they have this mindset. I don't know where it comes from.
it
Like,
what
I
it,
just.
it what I had to learn was because I can say that I was abandoned as a child,
Okay.
right? But I lived in a household. I was never homeless or
Okay.
anything like that.
Mm,
You can feel like a orphan amongst the family, right?
most definitely, I got that
And
covered.
but as you grow, like they say, as
Uh-huh.
you grow, I feel that the circumstances that we face with, as let's go back to us being children.
Sure.
This is where I'm going back to,
Okay.
because before that, like I said, child, adult,
Mm,
parent, everybody broke it,
mm-hmm.
right? It broke somewhere,
Yeah.
right? Um, but what I look at is that what I had to me being that and growing up
Mm,
and me coming into my adult life and things are happening and I've now brought up. man into this world,
Mm-hmm.
right? A male child into this world.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like our circumstances can either make you or break you,
Most
right?
definitely. Mm-hmm.
It's either we can grow. I know my girlfriend, she used to always tell me the story is these two brothers,
Mm.
the father was an alcoholic.
Okay.
One of them said, you know what? I don't like this lifestyle. I don't know what it means. This is what I'm not going to do.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other son, because he wanted his father so much and um, he wanted to be like his father, so he
Mm.
indulged in what his father was doing,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So at the end of the day, it becomes down to choices. Is either I
Yeah.
want to continue living like this
Yeah.
or um, to how with it,
Yeah.
right? This is who I am. Or claim it that this is who I am.
Mm-hmm.
Um, this is where I say that we have to take although things are being we've caught this or beings have been handed on to us that is
Mm.
totally out of our control. But at the end of the day, we have to take our responsibility. We have to take responsibility for our part,
We do.
and that's the problem, right?
Mm-hmm.
And with my mom, I had to realize that when you look back, right,
Mm.
they can't they don't have it. They never received it to have it to be
Exactly.
able to give it. So what you ask the question, what is the problem? Which is just asking just bare minimum
Yeah.
attention and love.
Yeah.
Attention, love, time.
Mm-hmm.
You're not working. Okay, you know we women do what women do,
Mm-hmm.
right? And he prefers to be out and about doing the total opposite,
Mm-hmm.
right? He can give it to her what he didn't have, and this is not knowing your situation,
Right.
right, or your circumstances.
Mm-hmm.
Some lines got broken along the way,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like we need. This is where people need to when they say don't judge a book by its cover or never kick a man on its job,
Mm-hmm.
right? Can I call them demons? We're not fighting. I mean, we're gonna throw a little bit of spiritual in there, right?
Yeah, of course.
But we're not. But you know what I mean. We're not only fighting against. We're fighting against systems.
Yeah.
We're fighting against stigmatism. We're fighting everything was just thrown on us, and
Yeah.
one generation may have dealt with it one way. You know what I mean? And then the next generation. But we can't put what we've dealt with, put it on them and expect them to handle it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then also noticing that this is the wow. I don't know if it's something in the water or something in there, but this is definitely, you say time and the world is evolving, also the people in it are just
Very much
different. Right now I just feel like I'm really, really passionate about when it comes to home, that there's nothing for our future generation. It's not. Let's talk about it. And we are sitting back and allowing it.
That's true.
I'm here to talk the truth. Like,
Yeah.
I'm all about it, and I feel like the truth.
Problem.
We are sitting back and allowing this, and where I feel like part of our stresses we're adding to it by laying back because everybody's comfortable with the piece of the pie or the cake that they received, right? Some people's pieces are, of course, bigger than others, and at the same time, it's causing our children to fight one against one another, causing our children the mental illness because we feel like because your children are being provided for, you're doing your best, or you're doing the best, not your best.
Right.
You're doing the best, and yeah, you can provide for your child, but these children need our time, right?
Yeah.
We need our just like we sometimes we know we're overwhelmed and we need that, you know what I mean, that time to ourselves or that undivided attention, and so does our children, right? I feel like all of these stresses and all of these breakdowns in our community, and I feel that's why we have so much black on black crime, right? I'm a victim of this system.
Okay.
My son, 19 years old, his name Lee Trey. He was murdered July 1st, 2022. And if I go back to understanding like a boy, of just raising us, we single mothers trying to raise these boy moms. And some of us, it's hard. Because as I mentioned to you earlier, the worst thing you could do is call a boy, a male, weak.
Yeah.
Right? A lot of these boys are being born into situations and they have to stand up and be the man so early. And I feel like our men are getting away scot-free. And this is of course it's coming from a woman's perspective, definitely a mother's perspective, but it is.
Yeah.
Right? So you're leaving, what I see when you have children, fathers and sons, and your child don't have no respect for you, right? I feel like that's worse than calling you weak.
No,
that's got to be, you know what I mean?
That hurts.
Character ripping, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mental ripping up with your mental, whatever, that your own child like don't even respect you.
Exactly.
So some of society, the system, but at the same time, I feel like it's time for people to step forward and take responsibility for their part in their lives.
Mm-hmm.
We can't continue to keep blaming. We're blaming the mothers. The system's blaming the mothers because we're single mothers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fine. Then you're blaming the dads that are just not present. Um, but I feel like you're not picking apart. The man don't get picked apart the way how the woman gets picked apart when it comes to being a single parent, right? Um, and then on top of that, you're populating all over the place and taking care of
Yeah,
nothing,
that's it right there.
right? So although I feel for men, right?
Mm-hmm.
I really really do, because at the end of the day, feel male or female, we're human,
Mm-hmm.
and we all fall short, right?
Yep.
Absolutely. But the would it make any difference if men stood firmer than they do? Because you know, the minute something goes wrong, once back then, like if you're gonna call call my daddy, yes, but please don't call my mama. You know what I mean?
Yup.
You hear children like
Same.
don't call me. Listen, call my daddy, but please don't call my mama.
Yup.
I know my boy in school. All they had to do was like, okay, you know what, Trey, I'm calling your mom. All right, man, we ain't gotta do all of that. And straighten up his tie and do what he's gotta do for the minute, right? So imagine if men had that same power when it came to our children, right?
Yeah.
Much less, especially our sons, because at the end of the day, we women, we do our best when it comes to raising our boys, but it's some things we can teach a man, can teach a boy to be a man, and the same thing a man can teach a woman, can teach a girl how to be a woman, right? There's not any mental stuff, but there's a whole lot of parts to that to that.
Yes.
All we can do is hopefully influence your mindset. That's what we're teaching you, right? I feel like another way that we as mothers are ruining our sons, the truth. Okay. My biggest pet peeve is a mama's boy.
Okay.
And when I say a mama's boy, I don't mean a mama's boy as far as loving your mom.
No. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I feel like a mom.
I'm following. Hey.
And this is oh my lord. I raised my son, like I raised my son on the forefront that he's not going to be a mama's boy.
Yeah.
But I'm loving him as much as I can. And my definition of a mama's boy is that a man cannot do nothing without the approval or the recommendation of your mom.
Yeah.
Right? But then also you have some mama's boys out here that they were abandoned. And the love that they're looking for their mom, they're trying to find it in relationships. And if this woman ends up giving him the same love that his mama didn't give him or did give him, potentially can determine the outcome.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
So it's a whole lot. It's a whole lot. It really, really is. But I feel like what is it that we can do or can be done? Because all of these choices, we can pick this apart from. One thing about me, I don't know, but I dig. I go to the roots and pick it apart from there.
That's how we get it.
And try to feel, like I said, I can see a lot of things out here, and I can see this mental health, these men, and I can see it's a story. Why we're here.
Yeah.
Right? And I feel like it will be our problem is because nobody is ready to pick that apart.
I just feel like, if we're just going back briefly to about community, I had to learn community. And what I mean by that, like I said, I was born in the 80s, in the mid 80s. So when I came around or whatnot, it was still somewhat, community going on.
Yes.
But for me, amongst my peers and all of that stuff like that, I was talking about being the black sheep. I was more so outcasted from the community. So I never really, to me, it was like it was a rebellious thing because I was like, okay, I don't fit with my peers or whatever because I don't like what they like. I don't, have the interest that they are interested in and different things like that. So it was kind of like I didn't really, I wasn't really part of the community.
Okay.
And so when life moved on and I got older and I see like, my other peers and people coming up and they're still like together and they have that little community or whatever, it made me feel like it makes me feel some type of way, and I think a lot of things that what I saw was the the mental capacity of some of these lot that they still had when they were young,
right,
and they're older, and I just feel like I'm like light years,
that part.
Broadened in that because I guess the to me or for me the negative side of community is the closed mindset.
Right.
A lot of times in community, and I'm not bringing down community, but just
That's
from
your
my experience,
Yes.
from it, what I saw was that you had to fit
Yes.
in community, and I was different. I liked different things,
Right.
so it was kind of like I didn't really fit. So it was kind of like, but leaving, not being a part of that community, it helped me open my eyes and broadened my horizons because after that, the world was my oyster. I was
Right.
friends with anybody, any foreigner, and which I used to get along with more because than my peers.
Right.
White, Portuguese, Asian, Jamaican. Like I really broadened my horizons, and doing that, you broaden your experience and widen your mental capacity and the way how you think, and you kind of just come out the box. So as I got older and stuff like that, I just started. I wanted more and more to kind of to help these young men now because it was kind of like, it was just always in me to feel like, what, like if somebody is not there, like if you don't have somebody to go to or to talk to or whatnot, or if you it's a empty void here for this or whatever, I always should tell myself, then Josh, you be that.
So come again.
So let me give it an example. So like,
it's just you be that. That's what I heard.
Oh, okay.
That's what he said.
In my head it is. So what I mean is like okay, so if you're looking for, let's just use friendship as a if I'm looking for a friendship that's more like brothers, that's close, you got my back, I got your back, I mean, like actually care, check on you, make sure you're right, like stuff you do not, like a brother, like brothers would do.
Like a brother,
right. And if I can't find that in amongst my peers, or if I'm got friends around me that's not, where it's like I feel like this is one side I'm always doing for these guys, I'm always got to be the one that's helping them do it. It's kind of like, if you can't find that friend or that type of friendship that you want, then I'll be that type of person. I'll be that person for that. That I feel like when you do that, you're setting up and creating a space for, because people watch.
Yes.
People are always watching.
Yes.
And the way you move through the community and do your workplace or whatever, when you portray out that what you want to be, you get that back. You attract those types of people. So if you're gonna continue to, you know, keep yourself in the as the type of person you are, whatever, you're gonna always attract the people that you don't want to.
Right.
But what I wanted to say is that with community,
Mm-hmm.
I felt like as I got older that I can now contribute, or I've kind of like sort of like built up
Okay. So
myself.
right. So and you see gaps within your community. So you
Yes.
want to be able to
Yes.
fill that gap
Exactly.
with this mindset, right?
Yes.
This positivity,
Mm-hmm.
because it's being said that everyone gets older, but not everybody grows up,
Yeah,
right?
that's true.
So when you say you run into people and it's unbelievable, the same mindset from yesterday. Um, this is where I feel like this is where we need to everybody needs to tap into self. Like I just really believe in, as painful as it is, I I would prefer the truth to hurt me,
Yeah.
right, than to sit in a lie believing that it's true.
I agree.
Right.
I agree.
I want that type of friend.
Yeah.
Tell me how it is.
And that's what I was talking about. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Be that friend to me.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Because all wounds heal, especially if you allow it. Right.
Exactly.
It all heals. But at the same time, is I just feel like this mental health. Are we going to contain it, or and then if we're gonna contain it, how we're gonna contain it? Because I don't believe that mental health needs to be contained by medication all the time, and that's what they're doing. And it does, for me, it doesn't. They say medication, it can either maintain, it can keep you alive, or it can heal you, right? You're taking it to prolong your life or to get rid of whatever you've caught. And
Right.
I feel like this medication is it's not healing you.
No.
It's not healing you. It's putting that band-aid over there. When it's time to
Yeah.
change it, then that's your next dose.
Yeah.
And you have people walking around the city of Hamilton that's coming to you. I just cannot get over with this young man. I'm sure you guys probably don't know him. He walks up to you and says, he says, "Hi, how are you?" And he says, "Can I ask you a question?" I said, "Okay, what happened? What's going on?" And he would say, "I'm schizophrenic."
I'm trying.
So to me, it's like, for you, if I feel like it sounds like the way how he even presents himself and says this, it sounds like a script.
Okay.
Right? That's his approach. Is that your way how you're gonna get the attention that you want? You know, and whatever you're asking for, whether it's money, food, or whatever. But I feel like, are you really schizophrenic? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or this is what you've been diagnosed as, and you keep hearing this, and now you believe that you're
Exactly.
schizophrenic and you accept the medications. Or is the medication making you schizophrenic?
This is it.
You know what I mean? So I feel like, we don't have to have a generation of zombies walking around here. I feel like if someone, that friend, can be open enough to let people speak their truth, you understand?
Yeah.
And then we can heal from. I mean, if I feel like. I feel like we can, if we can do that, we'll be a better community. Will it happen? It wouldn't. It's not. But it's not to say that we can go out there and get somebody and help them and be that medication for them.
Yeah. That's it right there. We have to create these spaces.
We have, create these spaces for these people struggling with mental health.
Even if it's anonymous. You know how prideful our Bermudians can be, our man, and secretive, and they don't want this person, because everybody knows everybody.
Everybody.
So you go in there and say something, and you say this, so and this and that,
And then now that's even the biggest part. Or even if they trust
Mm-hmm.
somebody with that type of that
Yes.
icky.
That little boy or that little girl.
Yes.
Yes.
If they even trust somebody with
Mhm.
it, or they even believe in, it's
Mhm.
not therapy, but even if they believe in, creating a space,
A space.
for you to be vulnerable
Mm-hmm.
with that part of them. But it definitely is the key.
Absolutely.
It's definitely a key. That's the same thing in relationships. If you
Mhm.
don't create a space for and I use this all the time, like, if you don't create your space for your man to love you, because you always need him to be this hardened,
Right.
criminal, thug type brute or whatnot,
And that's the only way you can be a man.
That's
Or
the-
take control.
that's the only way
Mhm.
he's gonna give that to
Mhm.
you,
Mm-hmm.
because he knows in his head he can probably give you that mushy,
Mm-hmm.
more from the feminine side
Mhm.
of him
Mm-hmm.
to her, because that's what y'all need a lot of the
Right.
times.
Mhm. Especially
You're,
when the
you're
woman
gonna
herself is
you're gonna
hard.
say to her, you call him a sissy, you're gonna
Mhm.
call,
Right.
but then you want the love, so it's
Mhm.
kind of like create this space, lovely,
Mhm.
for him to be
Mhm.
vulnerable and say, no, it's okay.
Yes.
I like this.
Right.
Like, if I believe if people did that more, not just in relationships, but in life,
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of those things, these are keys. That'll make a world of difference just by doing that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like I said, we're all human.
Yeah.
Everybody, listen, you can walk into anybody's house and lift up the carpet and you'll be damned what you see. Right?
And I expect
And
because you can.
you saw me, right? But we're all got something to hide, right?
We
Something
do.
like you said. but it's the secrets that really ruin us, and then
Yeah.
we expect the expectation.
Mm.
I had to come up in life that. Because I was that chronic people pleaser, right? So when you're a people pleaser, pleasing people come with expectations, and that expectations is reciprocation, which is not happening. I know I was so horrible raising my son. I cook.
Uh-huh.
And when I cook, I like to give more than you deserve.
Yeah.
I was assigned to bring maybe 2 dishes.
Sure.
I'm showing up at 5 because
Yeah.
I think that Eddie, this would be
Yeah.
nice for him. That would be nice for him, right?
Options.
And my son used to say to me, just look at you. Look at you. Yeah. Good. All out for these people, and then I'm gonna hurt
Yeah.
how you feel, how they made you feel afterwards.
Exactly.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So he knew I was gonna, after I'm done this, happy doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But then it was received. I didn't get that. I didn't get the love back that I had handed over,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
And that was I'm thinking that if we do things like this for people, then of course, when you, like you said,
Yeah.
what you give out, you get back.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So thinking I'm gonna get that back, and all I got was like, is Tarsy's food a yum and shut the door on me, right?
That was it.
And that was it. No gratification whatsoever.
Right.
So I was and he's like, I'm gonna hurt this when you come back. Oh, everybody's hurt your feelings. So, so I honestly get it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But like you mentioned, this void. That's what I want to do for our community with this mental health. And do I specialize just children? It starts with us as children, yes.
Mm-hmm.
But then to heal that child is to fix the parent.
Yeah.
Right? I continuously say that we can put our children in all sorts of activities and programs, but sometimes these children are they're gonna go right back to what's breaking them.
Yeah.
Right? And that's because mom and dad is tripping. Everybody tripping.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And wondering, not understanding why this child is acting out or feeling the way it feels. Right? Because we haven't accepted or acknowledged our own mess.
Yeah.
And what we're creating, and the pressure that we're putting on these children. So like I said, I'm an orphan amongst my family, so I know what it feels like going to school with like it's not around okay, I'm already got my book bag, but my burdens are heavier than my goddamn bed.
Mm-hmm.
Right? My stress is that here I am 5, 6, 10, 13 years old.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Showing up to school and I don't know, I don't feel like it today.
Yeah.
Sometimes we as adults, that's how we go to work, right?
It's true.
We show up work heavier than whatever
Yep.
and we just and when we're carrying that load around with us daily, we don't know who's gonna trip that wire,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then people tripping wires that didn't know that was existed, right?
Oh, for sure.
And then on top of that, we're carrying this your tripped wire, and then either we're made to be the bad person, or we've now gotten ourselves into trouble
Yeah.
because we overreacted.
Mm-hmm.
And as a child, right? I mean, not to bring this up, but that young lady on the bus the other day, it broke my heart.
The little girl and
pieces.
people.
Yes, on the bus.
It made me feel sick physically.
The people
watching it.
The people, yes, but I was more concerned for this child because
Right.
people look at because the people's reaction is that was just who was on the bus. But as a whole, that's how the people respond to this.
Right.
Let's talk the truth here.
Yeah.
Right? If it's not my child, it has nothing to do with me. If it's not my godchild or my best friend's child, or it's nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
Or if you do get involved, it's involved because for some recognition,
Yeah.
as they say.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And this is why I feel like we need to get out of this mindset
We
because
do.
that's what's it's destroying us.
Mm.
Because like I said, everybody gets older, but not everybody grows up. And if we're not growing up and they're trying to grow what's behind us, we're stuck.
Yeah.
Right? So for me, I want to be able to put myself out there and provide a service in helping young people. Helping people.
Yeah, I got
Right?
you. Mm.
And honestly, I come with your truth.
Yeah.
And let's talk about it. And put the trash out after you.
Yeah, man.
Right? I'm not perfect.
No.
I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a sociologist. Not a qualified mentor yet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a certified life coach.
Okay.
Okay. I come with empathy, compassion, relations.
Mm-hmm.
Right. The name of my organization is Fog Therapy.
Okay.
Traumatized humans unable to grieve. Grief is not only death.
Mm-mm.
Right? We always think that grief is because somebody dies.
Yeah.
A lot of our hurt
Mm.
feels like death,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Or we
for
wish it
real.
would die,
Yeah.
right? So it can stop hurting.
Mm.
I just want to be able to create a space for persons to, like I said, to come and speak their truth.
Mm-hmm.
Let's figure this out together, and allow me to direct you because yes, there is a lot of helping services out here,
Mm-hmm.
and whether we know of it, some people know of it, some people don't.
Mm-hmm.
And then some people have reasons why they don't want to do this. Like you said, Bermuda's a small community. It's
Right.
pride. But at the same time, it's causing us to. The more we neglect these services and trying to heal ourselves,
Mm-hmm.
the more broken generations we continue to.
Yeah.
Because it starts at the top and trickles down.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, what am I getting out of it? Helping you is helping me.
Yeah.
That's all I want. That's all
Mhm.
I want to get out of it. Helping me, you're helping me help you.
Yeah.
Right? I would so. I don't know how I could put it. I'm just gonna start and I'll put it out there.
Mm. It definitely is a space. I was thinking the same thing. That's
Mhm.
funny that you should say that, because I was thinking the same thing. Like when I said the anonymous hotline.
Mm-hmm.
Since I was thinking about getting a whole second phone,
Mm-hmm.
or tax, you could tax the call and just kind of creating a service, doing up a whole page or whatnot.
Right.
And if you want just to call me just to vent,
Yes.
you don't say your name. I don't want your name,
Mm-hmm.
because it's not about who's this.
Right.
It's not about that.
Trying to figure out who's your nana.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
No, it's not about that.
Yeah.
It's about, you need help in this time and moment right
Moments,
now, and you
yes.
can reach out,
Mm-hmm.
even if it's just a vent.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to ask a question, you could tell me a story,
Mm-hmm.
and like, same with you. I'm not no licensed nothing, same
Yes.
way or anything, whatever. I'm just a person that went through and goes through my own experiences and knows that there are spaces needed for certain things that are not there because I needed them and they wasn't there.
Absolutely.
So I asked God to help me be one of those spaces for other people that didn't, where I didn't have it. So that's all that this is. It's, I know for a fact that what a lot of men go through, and you gotta hold this, and you're keeping this, and this image, and that pressure and this stress, and and it's just like, no.
On top of that, a secret.
Yeah. And these secrets are the ones that really eat.
Yes.
Because especially if it's something that's a big part of you, to try and keep that buried down or whatever, which I feel this is why we have a lot of mental issues, alcoholic, and drug abusers.
Yes.
Because you gotta numb some way to because if not, it's gonna bubble faster and it's gonna end up coming out. And damn sure if that hits the light.
Exactly.
So if you have to self-medicate, or whatever, which is what a lot of these things, weed too is another one. I mean, it has its good purposes or whatever, but then when anything that's abused, it's abused, right? And it becomes negative.
Or it becomes a coping mechanism.
Yes. Where you have to have it just to get up and work your day. So I definitely want to set up that, and it's just like you said, like, how would people go about it? So what I was thinking was, if you set up like the little anonymous phone thingy, and then I would just blast it across social media or whatnot.
Right.
And like different little things I will put, like, this is just coming to me too. Different little things, do like each day, maybe a couple times a week or whatever. It's just kind of put out a little thing that gets laid on my heart about different situations. Could be marriage, could be your children, could be stress at work. It could be you don't know who you are, trying to find yourself. It could be anything, and I'll just give a little story or whatever. If if you're feeling like this, it sounds kind of cheesy to some people, where
but at the same time, everybody's truth is theirs, right? And it may sound weird, outrageous to us, but that's what's keeping them anchored, right? Or however it was handed to them, or however they had to deal with it, and they can't seem to get it off their mind.
Right.
And then also I want to reach out there to anyone that has been affected by gun violence. It's, everybody seems to think that apparently I appear as this superwoman dealing with the loss through my child through gun violence. And I'm like, nah, like, you ask me, am I cool? Yes, I'm fine. I'm fine. But I'm here to tell people that it ain't nobody else. God. Understand? I'm not here to drag anybody to church or force my beliefs on anyone.
Right.
I believe, what I do believe and what I have learned is you can learn and love and receive from God in your house, in your own space. I've learned that Go to somebody that you have to learn. You have to get to meet on your own.
Yes.
It's teachings are good. I mean, anything we learn in life or do in life, you know what I mean. We get a little heads up or teaches, but at the same time, it's you got to build a personal relationship. Because again, everybody's journey, everybody's situation is their own.
Yeah.
And we got to deal with it accordingly. What's working for me is not going to work for you. But I can make some suggestions and say, like, listen, this is how I dealt with it.
Right.
Right. This is how I dealt with it. Because it's something we have to go through. We can't pack it away.
No.
We can't put it in the back of our head. We can't leave it home. What we have to do is live with it. Sometimes we can pack it away.
Yeah.
Right? And out of nowhere, like it just pop, like a jack in the box, it just pops up, shows up, and you know what I mean, and stops you. So I feel like this is especially our young men that are dealing with and don't have nobody to relate with on this. And I feel like you said earlier, unaddressed trauma and unaddressed pressure. It's when you don't deal with it, it's only left to explode.
Yeah. When
you have nowhere to channel it.
Yeah.
And sometimes that explosion is taking another man's life. Right? Because I can't deal with it. You kill my uncle, cousin, brother, father, friend. And I feel like once upon a time, well, there was a money thing. I feel like it's an emotional circle that keeps going around. Unaddressed trauma is dangerous enough to cause you to pull that trigger and take another man's life.
Even if it's just for the moment.
Because
it's only a moment.
It is a moment. And just like taking that first hit of cocaine or something, that adrenaline, that feel good for the moment, it satisfy your in the moment.
Yeah.
It satisfy your whatever you're feeling. But then we want to think about it, providing you got caught, or now you're hooked.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
What do we do next? The table just keeps turning.
Yeah.
I feel like we're in a space like, I hate to say it, but I'm not gonna say what next, or maybe even who's next.
Yeah.
Right? Because there's a lot of not resentment, a lot of anger, a lot of unaddressed. And you got some of these young men out here that are, okay, I'm the mother and I'm grieving my one son, but you got guys out here that are grieving 4, 5, 6 different brethren. For me, I feel like, yes, my one son, but I buried 4 of them.
Okay.
4 of them. And their moms want to know how I'm doing it. Like, how, auntie, how? I don't have no answer for them other than God.
Yeah.
Because I don't know how. I don't know how. I don't. There's got to be him. Because I ain't with nobody else.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's got to be the daddy. I ain't been nowhere.
It's got to be.
You know what I mean? So I just I really, really want to just open up, and it's hard out here. Like the mental health, we as adults, we as parents, life is life in. Then we're trying to mend ourselves, and our children are slipping through the cracks and being ignored, and so if we can, you know what I mean, I would like to open up that community and be able to give those services back to our to our young black men, because how could you live in a place like Bermuda and even mediocre is not available for you? Not even mediocre. So if mama's struggling,
Yeah.
right? And every time I say no, and then of course I'm of age, or even as a child, I'm like, Mama, I'm hungry. And it's just like it's food in the fridge, or give me a minute.
Right.
Right? Give me a minute. That minute don't mean 60 seconds.
No.
You know what I mean? Just give me a minute and I let me see if I can get it, or let me see if I'm got it.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
So what are these children gonna do every time I go to mom and she says, hold on, give me a minute, or just no, I ain't got it today. And then they can go and get employed.
Right.
To be able to provide. So what is our children to do? Condoning it? No way. But that's facts. That's
That's the reality of it.
The reality of it.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter if you live 42nd Middletown.
Oh no.
Right? Because you can live Spring Hill, Cobbs Hill, wherever.
Exactly.
In Somerset, Warwick, Southampton, St. George's. If you're struggling, you're struggling. If it's hard at home, it's hard at home.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I just feel like we gotta start somewhere. I want to save this whole world, but I know I can't.
I get like that too though. I sometimes I be daydreaming. Like cause I just think of it, I'm just like, I see certain things, and especially when people come to me, whether it's at work, whether it's just, just people I know, wherever, and I'm just, I just see someone, I'm like, oh wow.
Right.
Like, and it's just like, you just want to like, feel like you can do something.
Yes.
But like, what you said about when you've been through a life of trauma, or a lot of different things that people ask you where these strength are. I so agree with that. It's God.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes I sit, like I say anything, and I listen, and I just wonder. I listen to myself, and I'm just like, I face some things, like my worst fears realized. I've been through them already. And I'm like, how the heck did I get through that? How did I, like when I lost my dad, it was like, and it was sudden, he wasn't sick, nothing like that. And it was like, I thought like, that was it. Like, we're gonna,
Oh, that's the end.
That's the end for me.
So,
like,
and you feel like you died with the person.
Yeah,
you do.
For a long time, it just like it. I was physically sick. Like it's something's going. It's not there no more. And it was just like, I got to a place where I'm smiling and laughing again, and doing good, and thinking that I wasn't going to be able to accomplish this or do this, and I just look and I'm like, God really does it,
Yes, he does.
And he'd be sneaky with it too, because you don't realize it. You don't realize it. You cry and you give it to him, you go through, but it's like, after a while, when you get up and look around and you notice yourself, you feel yourself, and you're like, huh. And you can feel that strength building with each experience, which is why I feel like I want to save the world.
This for me, social media is not all a bad thing, because when I tell you that social media, my algorithm is straight. Nothing but inspiration.
Okay.
But it's honestly, I was on this one particular night, I was scrolling through social media, and this girl came on, and I started listening to her, and then after I was like a good 45 minutes.
Yeah.
If that woman didn't tell me about myself, then I said she ready.
They be having me in a chokehold, man.
Then I said she told me about every failure, every procrastination, every get your ass up. Like, that was my friend.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I was like, she just read me, handed me that book one time. You know what I mean? So, And I feel like, and it's like I sometimes I notice that I'm going through stuff or I'm thinking about things or something just happened to me, and I open up my phone and it's a blessing from what from the topic that I'm feeling right now. You know what I mean? So
I get that a lot too.
you get that, and I'm like, wait, I'm like, is somebody listening to me or what?
It's just real
and I sometimes I can being my like pull myself out of it, right, with positive thinking, writing, or you know what I mean, writing my thoughts down, or even my phone right here, and I'm like, all right, Toss, like let's get like get your ass up, like let's you know what I mean, let's get with it. You've been down for a day or two, right? But it's normal.
Yeah,
you're not crazy. You're not. You're not. I cremated my son, so I can go and hang out with him whenever I want.
Okay.
Right? And I do that sometimes.
Okay.
Right? And yes, it makes me feel a little better.
Okay.
But this grief, it's like I said, it's nothing you can pack away. You can't. The only thing we can do is live with it. And live it the best way I can and try to get that laugh in there. Right? That laugh about that person or so anything. It doesn't even have to be the individual, but something that you know what I mean that gives you that tricks that spark.
Yes.
That makes that reminds you that hey, I am alive.
Yeah.
Right? Whoa. Okay. And sometimes my answer is today is a good day. Right. At least right now is. You know what I mean? The moment is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. But for me, to wear that as a badge. Like I said, I can do that.
Yeah.
I can do that. Then that's I'm pulling out my anchor. You know what I mean? So like I said, but people, it's nothing wrong. However it happens, whether our sons, it doesn't matter if this child was good or bad. It's your child, and nobody has a right to determine its life, its length of life, or how they should lead this life. Right. So I would like to be able to like put myself out there. I see that's a huge gap.
Yeah.
A huge gap.
It definitely is.
Especially we have when we look at the statistics and the publications of over 100. Right. That's 100 parents.
Yeah.
And double that probably in siblings.
Yeah.
Right. And then we can quadruple it or half it in friends. And everybody feels the same way. Right? And that could be that's that dynamic. Like you said, you lost your father. People's losing their moms. Right? And you got people who word fatalities.
Yeah.
Right? It's all this I mean, the more and more you look at it, this mantle is it's huge. It's layers.
Yeah.
Right? And that's why sometimes I can sit down and it's like, okay, let's talk about it. I'm like, ooh, where do we start?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. It's like, a lot to unpack, man.
Where do I start? But I'm just glad that I sit back and say my whole life, just like vision my whole life, not vision, my whole life was a trauma. And when you say looking back at what you've gotten over and coming through and nobody, because if you're that black sheep, you don't have family support, and then when you're weak, you attract that on that not being loyal and trustworthy, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Or that fake love or that fake support. So now you gotta spend your time, and you can fall into that trap by people pleasing because you want to do whatever it takes for you to fit in, right? And then also after that, it's for you to recognize and realize, like, wait a minute, I don't fit her, right? Hold on, some this don't feel right every time I come around. Everybody's here having a grand old time, and I'm not having the time that everybody else is having. Exactly. I feel totally opposite, right? So, and then we're afraid of being by ourselves because being by ourselves it's not fun. right? Unless you're that person,
Yeah.
right? So all like I said with this mantle is just lay up and lay up and lay up and lay up and lay up. Then you come with these diagnoses:
Yeah.
depression, anxiety.
Mhm.
Take this medication and let's check you in 2 weeks, and that's it. Nobody wants to talk about it,
Right.
right? And for we've gone over already, whatever your fears are, I say let's like really let's talk about it and try to um, heal ourselves
Yeah.
so we can fix this generation that's coming
Mhm.
behind us, and hopefully we can stop all of this black on black crime, our black boys killing one another. That's my purpose
Mhm.
here. This is what I hope to, and my destiny is to, if we can stop this, is to not another mother,
Hmm.
not another mother, because most times we as women, when it comes down to this violence,
Mm.
we women as mothers, our burden is just it's heavy, extra heavy, right? So like I said, our boys may not listen to nobody else, but when mama says, let's have it, they're, yes, mama, you know what I mean? Or please don't call my mama, or you know what I mean? The respect is there, and the
Yeah.
love is there, if that's the relationship you have with your
Yeah.
child. So what I plan to do is can present to you what I've maybe we can, because like I said, this is a very large gap. So
Yes.
if I can get persons, you know, any males to
Yeah.
be able to fill in
Mhm.
on this helping services,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, anonymously calling
Yeah.
somebody in email and stuff like that, because
Yeah.
that's what I would like to do going forward.
Yeah, I'm game. Like that's it definitely needs to be something needs to be started, you know.
Yes.
I mean, like you said, they have other things that they've been having here or there or whatever the case is, but I think people from its own community
Mhm.
and things, and you know, where it's not government or
Right.
whatnot,
Right.
I think it would make
Absolutely.
a big difference,
Mhm.
because it's like they would look at us as just, oh, we're just regular normal people that's, you know, want to help. Not, it's not no government thing where you're gonna, you know, tag your ear and put you on, give you a number, and you know, you're going into some type of system. You know what I
Right.
mean? No, it's not nothing like that.
No.
Nothing like that.
No.
It's just giving back.
Absolutely.
It's giving back, to be honest.
And
You know?
like I said, gratification is I'm fine with that.
That's same.
I'm fine with that. If I can help somebody, right?
Yeah.
I'm fine. I'm done my what I've been assigned to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to how I wanted to do it is within the schools, a mailbox.
Okay.
You drop your number in that mailbox in the school system. I feel like, and with the life coaching, I feel like that type of services would help with the anxiety at school, because our life coach is like an accountability partner. Somebody that you come you tell me what you let me know what your dreams are, and I'm here to help you attain them.
Yeah.
And of course, if we see other things, then we can direct you, get you the help that you need.
That's a good thing, like a Dropbox. And you know, you
Like you can check it every Thursday, or every, you know what I mean, every Wednesday or every Thursday you can check it, and then you make the call.
I like that. Yeah, because like I said, is the anonymousness, especially in our small little environment, because Bermuda's like one community.
Yes.
It's one community because we're so small.
One community, and Bermudians, that community is getting smaller and smaller.
Yeah.
Right? It's getting smaller and smaller. it's I feel it's that breaks my heart. It's really it's sad. It really really is. And also another thing that I wanted to do what was it? A woman's conversation.
Okay.
And various topics amongst women, like I say, raising boys, moms. Why the question? Well, we coddle our boys, but send our women out there to send our daughters out there to figure it out. I'm talking about real. I'm talking about truth and real situations, right?
Yeah.
I'm not here to talk to you about, I don't know, your daughter's flower dress at Easter,
Right.
and how long her hair was when she was little, like, you know what I mean?
No,
Your child,
seriously,
your child's
seriously.
over there. Your child. Like I say, everybody's got their story, and it's
Yeah.
time for us to. Somebody's gonna be that generational
Yeah.
breaker.
Yeah.
Somebody's
Bottom
gonna break.
line.
Somebody's gonna break that chain, right? So that's like really that's my purpose. Because for me, I'm breaking my chain,
Yeah.
and because I what I said to myself, if I can't take responsibility or maintain my situations, how dare I go out there and try to do someone the same? So I hold myself accountable for my doings and my choices, right?
Yeah.
So if a question's asked, then I answer it. And I don't ask questions I don't know the answer to. You know what I mean? So like that truth, like I said, if you feel like, oh my god, this answer's gonna break her, then let's have it.
Yeah.
At least as long as it's the truth, right? You can't heal if every process is a lie or sugarcoating. There's half truth, half lies.
Yeah.
I also another thing that I've learned is that there's a truth in every lie and a lie in every truth.
Yeah.
Right.
I like that. I just got the lie in every truth part too.
Yeah.
Because it's the truth, and like the other part is easier to see, but sometimes you're saying your truth, but it's a lie because of what you're believing is, and it's not who you really are. Yes, I had to go through that too. You know, like thinking,
absolutely.
oh, this is how you are, Josh. Whatever. It's like, no, but what did God say?
Yes.
Who I am. I'm this. So it's now reprogramming, dying to self, that old self where you told yourself, this is who you are, you're not going to be more than this. This is, you accept it.
Believe in
it, and it's a lie, but you're speaking it as truth.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, that's exactly what that one, yeah.
Yes. So it's, let me help you, you know what I mean? I'm here to help you discover that. It's for you to discover, right? Because you know you.
Right.
I don't know you. I don't know your truth. And I just feel like that's a door opener or a catalyst to, like, let's make Bermuda a better community and help one another instead of tearing one another down or judging somebody. So someone said to me the other day, why Bermudians are like this? I said because the brick hasn't dropped on their toe and they felt it. Because it could drop on your toe.
Yeah.
Right? You can buck your toe. But when you feel it, doesn't mean you know it happened.
Yeah.
Right? Until it happens, we gotta cut that mindset. If it didn't happen to her, they ain't got nothing to do.
It didn't hit my doorstep.
It didn't hit my doorstep. But the more we ignore it, the faster it's gonna reach your doorstep.
Yeah. And then you're gonna want to get on the bandwagon that doing something about it, which you've been doing.
Which would
which you avoided and shunned and said, you know, all of that. No.
And then sometimes it may not affect you, but like I said, if these young men out here, it's affecting your child.
Yeah.
Right? Because that's your child's best friend, schoolmate, godpa, uncle, you know what I mean? Whatever in the community, my football coach, you know what I mean, or some type of relationship your child may have, that, or just the it doesn't even have to be related to the person, but every time you hear someone dying like this, it's like,
Yeah.
you may have children around her thinking like, is this shit going, like, is it potentially can happen to me?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It can scare them. It's just a whole lot of
It is.
mental,
Yeah.
again, breakdown and thoughts and patterns how this can go. But either way, it's affecting. It's affecting because these guest workers are not killing our black men.
No.
Right? We're doing it to ourselves. And the more we do it to ourselves, the more their organization, the bigger their organization grows.
Yeah.
So until we ourselves like face our truth,
Yeah.
because it's sickening to hear government officials be like, what do we do? And that's thinking that everything we do is gonna cost money.
Right.
That's where the what do we do now? You know?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
they're looking at the monetary factor. I feel like as a government, if we want to blame it on the government, I feel like as our government, they're gonna stop giving us fish and teaching our children how to fish.
Yeah.
Stop giving it to us. I'm tired of going to town hall meetings and everybody's suggestion how to break this is to build a bigger prison. I hear a lot of these. I feel like I've come across a whole lot of lectures and literatures.
Yeah.
But nobody's doing nothing. No, right. There's no doing.
Right.
There's no, and everybody's most solutions are. I don't see how you can think it's gonna make anything better. Like there's no doing. I'm all about resolution. That's resolution. That's it.
Right.
I see the problem, see a need, feel a need. That's what we can do. And you know what I mean? Have more open conversations, or you know what I mean? Get more real talk.
Yeah, the truth. That saying the truth so set you free. We have all these little, quotes and cliche sayings and stuff like that, but when you really think about it, it sets you free, and it will set you free.
And that truth is good.
Yeah.
It's good. Like I said, and unfortunately, you got people thinking that God is church.
Yeah. That's the unfortunate part.
Yes, they think that God is just church, and they don't want to be a part of church.
Yeah.
And I'm not no prophetess. I'm not. This is me sharing my wisdom, right? That I gained over my time. So, but yeah, that's like, I'm really really glad I'm having this conversation. You know what I mean? And be able to get it out there as much as possible, and hopefully that I can go ahead and recruit like-minded people and that want to see the same thing happening to not only a household but our community, and our community being Bermuda. It doesn't matter. Our boys are already got borders where they can cross, right? But we don't have to be like that.
No.
Right? It's but then at the same time, it's good to have you clean if you clean up your own yard, right? As they would say, clean up your own yard before you talk about anybody
True.
else's, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what's going on in my yard has nothing to do with you, right? But what we do have in common is that we're both hurting,
Yeah. Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk about it.
Mm.
That's not because of whatever you feel like you know, or you know what I mean, of the person, and that's what if we can't get to that space, then we're gonna continue this. We're gonna continue this, and mental health ain't going nowhere.
No. No, it's not.
Ain't going nowhere. And then when you look, you're gonna have a whole generation of men, mostly zombies. I learned something the other day that schizophrenia is something that it develops in the brain between 18 and 24. Look at that age. Look at that. Put that in the
Wow.
brain and look at what we're living with today. I said, okay. Then I tell you a story, right?
Mm.
And it doesn't have to be genetic.
No.
Lifestyle, choices, or because something's broken. And something's broken. I don't trust nobody. I'm scared. You have a 60-year-old man that's still stuck in a 10-year-old child's body.
Yeah.
Because it just, wow. Living up in the 80s and 90s, and I see retirees still hustling. And I'm like, and then you understand, then you're trying to figure out where the breakdown of respect is why it's not the where is it coming from.
Right.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Or it's do be in how a grown man should be afraid of what he burnt, like what he helped me. I can't imagine me as a parent, mother, and just talk about I'm scared of my child. Like that's not heard of. Right? And I'm not here to judge nobody how they parent.
No.
Everybody's journey is good. But it's like I said, I'm not perfect. I allowed a lot of things. You understand? Am I right? I don't know. I guess me and my Lord will have that discussion on the day, right? Yeah. Like Tracy, no, he was wrong. Okay, right? Like everybody else, you get caught like everybody else is doing it. How come you call it there?
Yeah. I'll be saying that all the time. I'm like, why is it always me?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Everybody else is doing it. But thank you for this time too. You know what I mean? To put something out there and make that connection and let's start healing one another because the life is this world is. Sometimes you always sitting around waiting for it to get better, and it's not.
I know, right?
It's not. You know, they always say one thing. That's what that was my, believe it or not, that was my inspiration. Growing. Buju Banton, one day things must get better. Okay. And that is my soul. I still sing it, right? I believed it, and it's worked, right? Things have gotten better, but it's not gonna get any better. We have to make it better. We have to make it better. It's not gonna get better. We have to make it better.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's definitely it. And I'm very happy that I had you on the show, this conversation, this talk. I like speaking with people that are like-minded, or I feel of a higher knowledge based, experience and stuff like that, and what you bring, because it inspires me more, and it makes me like, it puts that spark back in me sometimes, because like you said, sometimes life, you get involved. It's work, it's home. You're doing this, you're doing that, and it can get a bit like you can get a bit sidetracked
Yes.
or go off, the track a little bit or whatever. So I really appreciate God for bringing you here today.
Thank you.
I really do appreciate him, and I would, you know, love to be of assistance in any way that with your journey in reaching outreach to the community or anything like that. And yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Okay.
definitely would like to be, a help in that direction, and anyway, even if if it's just social media or anything, you know what I mean. But yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Absolutely. Like I said, I feel like conversations need to be held, and information. Like I said, not everybody, and this is not done in anybody with any credentials, any that's been to school for however long it took you to get your master's degree, right? But there are some parts of life you have practical and you have theory.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
I'm
with you.
It's a lot of times that those books don't have the answers. They don't. And then also when it comes to and this is something that I've had to experience myself. When it comes down, you gotta become, like you said, you gotta be comfortable with that person to be able to release what's holding you, to entrust you with that broken piece and that fragile piece. That I'm now gonna put it in your care.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And if you don't have that connection or if you don't have that trust, you're gonna find either you're gonna, you know what, this is just not for me, and don't seek the help that you need, or it's gonna cause you to you can find yourself hopping all over the place, like you're out there shopping around, right? You picked up and like, no, I thought I liked these pants, but I don't like how they fit me again.
You know what I mean? No, it's true. That's a good example, though.
You just gotta go in. They look nice on me, so they don't look nice on me now. I don't want them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So now we're back to square one. No pants. Right?
You need pens, people. Right.
We're skirts from now. But it's a lot of trauma out here. It's a lot of trauma. It's a lot. And I just pray that everybody seeks and finds the help that they need. Because again, the world is mud. The world is already too much. And that's where we find ourselves. Like they say with customer services, and people are too grouchy, this, but you just really, really don't know what somebody's feeling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But then and then on top of that, sometimes it's certain capacities of work. Sometimes you're at these places of work and because the customer's all right now, I'm gonna take on your energy and still be able to serve you, right? On top of mine, and now that's causing, like, that's just scrambled everything. It scrambles everything because now I'm talking, you know what I mean, your frustration and added to mine, and now I want to take somebody's head off, right? You're not gonna get the best out of me today because I you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I find that I always say that if it's not in you, it can't come out of you.
Yeah.
Right.
Most definitely.
But then at the same time, we also have the powers to control our environment and because you have to approach somebody and you see that, and this is my strategy. I can look at somebody and see, okay, they're not having a good day.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come to you with these. I'm gonna change this demographic.
Yeah.
I'm gonna change it. Yeah. You know what I mean? Sometimes you have no other choice but to answer me nicely, and calm yourself down because I'm giving you. Like you said, sometimes you can give people that spark.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or some whatever you say or do, and this person may bust or laugh, and it's like, you know what? That's what they needed. So I just every day I get out, as long as my life, anywhere I go, is one philosophy that I live by. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Simple. I don't want nobody messing with me.
Mm-mm.
No, don't get me wrong now, but but on nothing you can handle me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I don't want to honest things like just do unto others how you want people to deal with you on a daily in certain situations.
Yeah.
Just stand up and be that
Yeah.
person. That's all.
I know exactly what you mean because as a manager, I have to go through that every single day. You have to, you can't, someone looks miserable, they say something, you can't just and just go back at them. You know, a lot of times I did that where, like you said, they came in the shop and, you know, they needed assistance or something, I asked them and then you know, where the person's or they'll come up to the register and, you know, I've served them and helped them and, you know, just said a little something, either made them laugh or just made them, you know, change the whole energy, spirit, whatever. Just, yeah.
We can do that.
Just by having good customer service, you know what I mean? By not giving them the energy back to them. And it's easy to pick up and throw it back, you know. You throw it at me, I catch it and throw it right back. It's easy. It's the easiest thing to do in the world. That's why I tell people when you do that, it's like you're not some big and bad person, you know, or you're some boss because I stood up and it's easy, bro.
For real.
That's easy. Try catching it, taking it, holding on to it, bringing something great back out of you and giving it back to them and changing them and then dealing with what they gave you for yourself. That's big.
For real.
People don't get it like that. They don't think that deep about stuff like that, you know? It's not the easiest thing to do.
It's not. Like I like, watch this, guys.
Yeah. All right, guys. That's all we got for today. But as always, be blessed and stay peaceful. I wanted to say the thing. What the from All for Thing, man. Anchorman. I don't know if you've seen it. It's a movie.
Stay classy.
Yes, it's Stay Classy, San Diego. I always feel like a news anchor when I'm doing it. All right, guys. Bye.